Hi guys, it's Mitch here, just coming on to do the Facebook video reveals for you all. Just want to say thank you so much for all the love and the support being sent for my wedding anniversary today. 3 years, I can't believe it. It literally feels like, because I got really panicked kind of planning everything, and I remember that whole kind of year of 2018. It just felt like there was so much planning and bits and pieces involved. And then when it finally came, it was an amazing day, but it was over so quick because it was just like the day just fizzled by. But it's a day I'll never forget. So thank you so much for everybody that's been sending wedding blessing anniversary love to us. That's been very much appreciated on messages and comments and things. So that's really lovely, really special. So just want to say as well, it is the new moon tonight, guys. So this is a very powerful time to manifest, to bring in that of what you seek. So, an easy spell or an incantation to do is to just get a lovely bay leaf, if you've got that, write down a wish and burn it underneath the night sky. That's one way of really manifesting, or having a candle, and you can sort of, just put your wishes or what you'd like to receive in there, and again hold space, hold focus, and bring those things into reality. It's a really good time to start to bring in that energy. And because we're in the new moon of Libra is all about balance. So any injustices, anything that's been a little bit tricky to negotiate, the scales are wanting to come in and realign the energies. So it's a powerful time for all of that sort of stuff if you're needing to sort of do a bit of magic and witchcraft tonight. Okay guys, let's have a look at your cards and see what we've got going on this week. So as we're rolling into card 1, we're going into the energy of the Two of Pentacles. Now, Two of Pentacles is an interesting card because it is a little bit about things may have been a little bit imbalanced. There may have been a little bit of juggling in recent times. Now this could be financially, it could be emotionally, it could be spiritually even, and I think a lot of us with this year would say that we've been juggling things, and if it's felt a little bit turbulent, if it's felt a little bit bumpy and a little bit unsettled and a little bit kind of, maybe you're just feeling at times like you can't always see the wood for the trees, hold the focus, hold the vision. So you guys particularly would benefit from doing some kind of new moon spell crafting or magic this evening, because this is about balance starting to be restored, starting to be repaired, and starting to sort of build and have a firm foundation in place. So the great thing with turbulent water, and when things have been a bit rough or a little bit bumpy or a bit unsettled, is that water doesn't stay rough, it doesn't stay bumpy forever, and at some point when it's at its roughest peak, it will start to kind of become smooth again. And you probably can't see too well in this card, but there is actually water in the background underneath a sort of mystical starry sky. And yes, there may be some juggling, there may be some readjusting of energies that have had to happen in recent times, but everything is starting to evolve, everything is starting to go with the flow. You've got the figure of 8 running through the pentacles. Now, figure of 8, number 8, is a very spiritual number. It's all about the continuation of something, the unconditional love that stems from the universe, the spirit world, and runs back into the physical reality. So this is a really, really important time to go with the flow. 8 is all about flow. There's no break in the number, so everything's constantly evolving and constantly kind of just manifesting and morphing as it needs to. So to me, this is a really important time to hold focus and hold faith that anything that's been a bit rough, a bit bumpy, a bit unsettled, whether it's financially or whether it's more emotionally, or maybe there's been a financial block that's then created an emotional block, it could be a number of things, it's all going to start to settle, it's all going to start to get into a comfortable space. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect overnight, there might be a little bit of work and effort required, but you're moving out of something that might have been particularly tricky or particularly invasive into something a bit more settled. And like I say, with the Libra energy and the balancing scales of the star sign of Libra, that's very much what this is wanting to bring in, a balanced energy moving forward, financially as well as emotionally, mentally and spiritually, which will in return give you a physical piece of balance as well. So really interesting card, that one. So I'm going to leave it with you and hope it makes sense. Now guys, if you have been drawn to card 2, we are going into the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a really, really lovely card to receive. It's almost like the happy family card of the tarot. Again, it's coming in from a materialistic space, but it isn't just about materialism. It's also about your emotional value, your emotional well-being. So to me, this is about money is starting to come good. It's starting to prosper. It's starting to grow. There's going to be a flow of abundance and prosperity for you. And it's going to allow you to do stuff as a family unit. So if you've got kind of, loved ones, partners, children, animals, it's having the time to fully invest with them and to do great stuff together as a collective energy. And it is all about memory making. It is all about, really holding space and actively making sure you have some family time. Obviously, as you guys know, I took a weekend off last weekend and I went over to Longleat because Paul's family came down from London, and it was amazing to see them and to catch up with them. And that's sometimes what we've got to do. Literally pull away from the world and actually spend some time doing stuff that we wouldn't normally get to do and experience, but giving ourselves that permission to do it. It's something that I think a lot of us are having to remind ourselves. We spend so much time chasing the pennies, chasing the money, that sometimes we forget about the adventures, the memory making, because we're so focused in keeping all of that in place. And if you've been drawn to this card, this is a reminder that you're working bloody hard and you're doing amazing stuff there, and the money might not be as you would always like it to be, but financially you've got stuff in place. You are carving the footprints for the way forward, you're holding your own, and you're successful in this immediate space and time. And it's remembering to give yourself acceptance and permission to do some of these things you wouldn't normally get to experience, to actively make sure you invest as a family or with friends or with people that lift your spirits and your vibration. Because sometimes we do get so focused on other stuff, and there'll come a point in time where this won't be anymore, and you'll be like, oh my god, I wished I'd bothered a bit more to do all of this stuff. So do it now whilst you're able to. Okay, it's again balance in a different way, structure and balance, but it's about being blessed not just materialistically but emotionally, experiences, connections from the heart vibration. Like I say, it's the happy family card of the tarot, really. So that's all coming back in for you. And if you're someone that has lost lots of loved ones, and if you feel like there is nobody to have those experiences with, it's being able to reminisce, to remember the good times, to maybe get out the family photographs of the albums, look back over memories, and to be blessed that you've got to have those experiences. Even if you're no longer physically able to have them, you still got to experience those things in the first place. Some people never get that. Some people have very dysfunctional upbringings or family divides or matters that they never get to harness or tap into this. But this is available for all of us in some format or in some way if we choose to embrace it. And for some people, this energy of this card is just yourself and maybe an animal, maybe a dog, just going for a walk in the fields or the woods. That could be the treasures of the earth for you at this immediate space. And it's remembering that you're entitled to receive that energy as you want to. Okay, so if we're as we're moving into card 3, we're going into the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is a card of victory, triumphant energy coming in for you here. Your hard work, your dedication, whatever you've been putting your efforts and your energy into, it's all being received, it's all coming good. And to me, this is like coming out of something. So there's a cycle that's ending around you. It could be you've been up against a battle or an injustice somewhere, and you may have really had to be fighting for what you know to be the truth. This is literally success. It could be for some of you that you've recently had to remove certain types of people or circumstances or situations out of your life, and it's having the bravery and the success to do that. So you guys, if you've been drawn to this card, you've gone through those battlefields of energy, you've gone through those trials and tribulations, but you're coming out on top. You're living to tell the tale or tell the story. For some of you, this could be health conditions that maybe you've been battling or going through. Whatever it is, this is all about victory, success. The Wands are grounded. They're wanting to earth the energies around you. but also wands represent the fire element, and this is your fire, your passion for life moving forward. It is about singing and dancing to the rhythm of your own victory, celebrating yourself a little bit more, giving yourself that credibility. Sometimes we don't actively promote ourselves enough, or celebrate ourselves enough, and we've all been through stories, we've all been through good and bad stuff, and sometimes we get so focused on what we've been up against, we don't stop to recognize that we live to tell the tale on that experience. So this is about head up high. It's a real victory card. He's holding the wreath of victory and success there, and it's giving yourself permission and credibility to say, wow, I've been through a bit of a shit show at times, but I'm still standing, I'm still here, and I'm bloody proud of that. So that's what this card is offering you at this time. So be proud of who you are, where you stand, where you sit within the world in this immediate space. Even if you're not where you ideally would like to be, still celebrate, the fact of where you are, because it's really important to acknowledge how far you've travelled before the next kind of piece of puzzle can be shown to you. So I'm going to leave that with you. I hope these cards resonate. Stay safe, stay well, enjoy the new moon, use it to your advantage this evening if you need to, and I'll catch up with some of you lovelies very soon. Take care, bye for now.